Hi, this is a video for the top 10 worst books I read in 2025. Things should go without saying, these are my opinions, and none of it's meant to cause offence, but we'll go straight in with number 10, Down with the System by Serge Tankian. I'm awful wary of rock stars who donate to charities and yet avoid paying tax. I think it mainly stems from Bono from U2, who's very questionable in morals and stance and ethics. And it's well written, Down with the System, a memoir of sorts by Serge Tankian. But he really doesn't like that one other member of System of a Down. He really doesn't like that guy. But that's number 10. Number 9 is The Wandering Variables by Louis Trimble. And this sci-fi story is ruined by ropey dialogue. I don't know if the characters, they're on this other planet and they sort of transmogrify, I think, because of the planet. But they talk like they're like 4-year-olds or 5-year-olds. It's strange. It's sort of ruined by that ropey dialogue. Number 8, we have Scotland's Ghastly Ghosts by Martin Coventry and Joyce Miller. Unfortunately, this is ruined by a number of typos, grammatic errors. Interesting from a historical point of view, but yeah, it's just I don't know, I get the sort of impression it's a bit cheaply produced as well. Number 7 is The Langs, Dundee's Other Publishing Dynasty by Gordon Small. There's nothing wrong with it. It's an important book, but it's just a bit boring about the another publisher who's sort of here before DC Thomson, who are the big publishers in Dundee up to this day. But it's a little bit on the boring side, although it's very well researched. Number 6, unfortunately, Around Distant Suns, edited by Emma Joanna Pruinen. And I say unfortunate, it's good hard sci-fi, but it's short stories, some of which end a bit too abruptly, and some that are not that engaging, but it's just really unfortunate because it's a great idea. It's about what alien life really could realistically be. There's one alien life that's a cloud form, which I thought was very intelligent and interesting and quite plausible. So it's a bit unfortunate. It's quite thin as well. Number 5, we have If the Stars Are Lit, again another work of science fiction by Sarah K. Ellis. A tiny bit of military sci-fi, not much. I'm not a fan of military sci-fi. There's it's about an AI clone, and it just really didn't hold my interest, just didn't pull me in, really. Again, very unfortunate. Number 4 is Coup de Grace by Sophia Arjum. This is just like emo lyrics in the form of a novella about a guy sort of trapped in a maze, and yeah, like goth emo lyrics, and it's not very interesting. Number 3 is News of the Dead by James Robertson. It's a library book, and I've since returned the library book, but it's the same author as The Testament of Gideon Mack. News of the Dead sort of follows a similar sort of thing about Gideon Mack, this sort of possibly unreliable narrator, but it's different voices through history, possibly ghosts or not, I'm not sure, but different voices in Scottish history. Unfortunately, I found it to be very boring. Number 2 is The Last Testament of Crichton Smythe by Gavin Gardner. And this is horror, and I'm not a very big fan of horror, so it's got that working against it straight off. But it's quite horrible character. There's quite a lot of cringe in this novella. Well written, don't get me wrong, it's well written, but it's horrible. And number 1, The Facades by Eric Lundgren, and it's not on here because I mispronounced facades, although maybe that has a little bit of it, but this is just a very dismal novel, dismal grey novel, a bit like January Weather. It's about a widower whose wife was murdered, and the perpetrators were never found, and America and the sort of community around him is like a thingy sliding down, and sort of breakdown of society type thing. And as I say, it's just dismal, dim, grey, dreich. Good Scottish word, dreich. But yeah, it's like weather in January. Just nice. That was my top 10 worst books I read in 2025. Thanks for watching. Bye.